Hi, my name is Layla, and if you are a small influencer, we will talk about how to get those brand deals, and we'll also talk about your media kit. What do you need to include there to get those deals? So let's start with the basics. If you are a small influencer, I mean less than 1,000 followers on Instagram. For example, I personally have on my personal account 1,500-ish, and I was able to secure brand deals. Therefore, I think you can do too. Many companies just realize that there are just too many influencers with big following, but in reality they have very low engagement. And because people are used to seeing them push more and more product, companies actually want to work with smaller influencers like you and I, so we are in luck. The first step you need to focus on is to find the brands you want to collaborate with. Meaning that probably not the best idea to write to Chanel if you have 1,000 followers on Instagram. You can start with smaller brands, which is perfectly fine, and work your way on. I also prepared an email template that you can send to brands where you explain who you are, well, fill in the blanks, and you explain why you want to work with that particular brand. The best idea is obviously to do the research and find out brands that match your aesthetics. I mean, as long as you guys are matching in the aesthetics and the values, it will be easier for that particular brand to say yes to you. You should start by introducing yourself and saying hi to the owner. If you're able to find out the founder of the company and the CEO and the person who actually the decision maker, great. There's a higher chance you'll be able to secure this deal. And then you explain who you are, what you're interested in, where your audience is coming from, and what they are interested in, and explain why you think you should be a good fit for that brand. Make it short and simple. Nobody has the time to go for like 1,000 emails, so be respectful of other people's time and just keep it short. If you've never done this before, it's perfectly fine to say something like, "Hi, I'm Sally," for example. "I'm growing my Instagram and I see that you are growing your brand as well. Would you like to collaborate together and see what this collaboration takes us to?" As you start growing together, you notice that you bring results to that company, and you can use that as a case study to show to potential other customers. Sometimes other brands will start reaching out to you, asking you to promote their product, and there is a very clever way to get the actual deal out of it. This is where a media kit comes in place. So a media kit is basically a summary of who you are as a blogger, an influencer, call it any name, but media kit will be able to show this brand your following, your basic metrics, the most important metrics like engagement rates, the country of your followers, which is also important, your aesthetics, and I think it's the best idea for the media kit to be one page, so nobody has the time to scroll for like 10 pages of your media kit unless you're Madonna. I used to have a small business selling tea talks, and I remember I used to get those like crazy long media kits, and it was just exhausting to go through them. And I would, if I were you, I would make sure that the person who gets it, the company, the brand who gets it, the brand manager, is able to scan your profile as quickly as possible and understand if you're the right fit. So therefore, I think one page is the ultimate length for the media kit. I'm also made a Etsy template for you if you would like to save your time and just start hitting all your favorite brands with this media kit. I think it's pretty successful. It's simple and sweet. It shows the most important metrics and also showcases your aesthetics. And there's also a little space to explain who you are and what your values are. I think this is a great start. After you have your media kit ready, write a list of brands you would like to reach out to. There are other platforms, I'm listing them here for your convenience, that you can sign up for to get deals, but also I think human communication and personal connections is maybe the best way to get deals and to grow those relationships. The other most common question is, how much should I charge? Well, if you are a smaller influencer, if you're under 10K, maybe you can't charge $200 per post, but it all really depends. It depends on your engagement rates, and maybe you have 2,000 followers or 1,000 followers, but after you post a story, 500 of those people actually did engage with this content, and for example, 50 people actually went on and bought the product. This is more important than having 1,000 subscribers or followers which is like not engaging with your content. So as long as you are able to communicate your worth to a potential brand, you're golden. And I think the most important metrics for the brand is not how many followers you have, but to see that you can actually bring value to them. Meaning that, per se, you post a story, but you only have 1,000 followers. But out of those 1,000 followers, 100 people saw the post, the story post, and 50 people did make a purchase on that website. So that means that you have more intimate relationships with your subscribers and they trust you, and that's what's more important than having thousands followers. This is an interesting shift in social media when everyone is still focused on growing the following and building those verified tickers, when the reality is the brands care more about sales. So the more sales, the more value you can bring to that brand, the better it is for you. So don't forget to subscribe. Here I mostly post about photography and service-based business, but I made an exception.